All right, good morning, welcome. This joint meeting of the King County Regional Homelessness Authority Governing Committee and Implementation Board is now called to order. I will call the roll in alphabetical order by first name, starting with the Governing Committee and then the Implementation Board. Governing Committee members, Andrew Lewis.
Hi there, present.
Angela Burney.
Here.
Dow Constantine.
Here.
Ed Prince. Ed Prince. Jenny Durkin.
Be late today.
Perfect portrait.
Thank you, Angela. Jenny Durkin.
Perfect portrait.
Was that Jenny Durkin?
Perfect.
In
Perfect.
the chat, it says she's going to be late today too.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect portrait for president.
Joe McDermott.
Yeah, here next month it's going to be a new journey for everybody.
It better be.
'Cause he's not leaving.
Goes here.
Jonathan Hemphill.
Nothing dragging out right out by his ankle.
Here. Some people are saying that they don't see me via the
There's so
web.
much controversy over whether or not he's
He said himself right on
Somebody's unmuted.
with my own ear.
Hello?
If you are not talking, please mute yourself.
I'm kind of having technical difficulties. I'm trying to work on a meeting. I apologize.
Oh, no worries, Juanita, I can mute you right now. All right. So picking up with the governing committee members, Kirk McLean,
I'm here.
Lorena Gonzalez,
here.
Nancy Backus,
Here.
Reagan Dunn,
Here.
Zanita Reed.
Here.
All right, we have 9 members in attendance. 10 members in attendance. Implementation board members, Adrian Quinn. I see Adrian trying to talk and waving, so Adrian is present. Carrie Anderson. Absent. Damian Patenaude. Gordon McHenry.
Present.
Harold Odom.
Here.
Helen Howell.
Here.
John Shelmanek.
Here.
Juanita Spotted Elk. I know you've been having audio problems, but I've got you here. Michael Ramos.
Here.
Nate Caminos.
Here.
Paula Carvalho.
Here.
Sarah Rankin. Seema Reddy.
Here.
Perfect. That gives us with, that leaves us with 10 implementation board members present. All right. Today we will be hearing 20 minutes of public comment. The chat function is now open. If you would like to participate in public comment, you may now sign up by entering your name in the chat function. After public comment, the remainder of our meeting is dedicated to a facilitated dialogue about centering equity and the theory of change. Additionally, at 10:15 a.m. this morning, we will briefly observe the International Shakeout Earthquake Drill. At that time, we will pause business to note the start of the drill. However, due to time constraints with our meeting agenda, we will be resuming business after observing the time. As a brief reminder, we will follow the same meeting procedures as last week. At various points in the meeting, we will engage in group discussion. To ask questions or share a comment, please raise your hand by clicking the button on the right side of your screen. Then you will be entered into a queue. When the discussions formally begin, I will call on you in the order in which you raised your hand. After your turn, you can raise your hand again using the raise hand function to be entered back into the queue. If you have any problems with raising your hand, muting or unmuting, or any other Zoom etiquette, please comment using the chat function and staff will work to help you problem solve. And before public comment begins, we will start with a land acknowledgement and convocation. And we will now turn to Glenn Pinkham for that acknowledgement.
Is Glenn on? Or is he having technical difficulties?
Looks like we may have lost Glenn.
He has not communicated with me whether or not he actually had access. I did give his email to you guys, so I know, or I have faith that you guys sent it to him. So I don't know where he is. So with that being said, if we don't get him on the line, on the call, then I guess what I can do, I'm no expert at Native American studies or Native American issues, but I do know that this land belonged to the Native Americans, I believe specifically the Duwamish tribe, decades and decades ago. And that land that we are actually sitting on now, building our buildings on, and our homes, and everything that we obtain, and all the profit that we get from this land, it was theirs first, and we actually took that land from them by force. So I want to acknowledge that we are sitting on their land that we took from them, and I would like everyone to acknowledge that as a fact. So I don't know what else that entails. I'm sure there's a lot more that I could talk about regarding land acknowledgement, but I will end there and just say I appreciate the fact that we can take a moment to acknowledge that we are on Native American land, all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirk. 2 notes. The first, Mayor Durkin is now present, and I think we may have found Glenn. Glenn, I'm going to allow you to talk. You should be all set.
Good morning. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, Glenn.
Yep.
Sorry, I had difficulties on my end, technical difficulties. My daughter just came in and took care of it. Is there a way to so that you can see me here? I'm used to see.
We do not see you. I don't see you.
Glenn, if you can.
I think we may have just lost Glenn again.
Okay.
Glenn, I think are you still there?
I think we lost Glenn.
Well, if we are able to get him back, we will resume that at the end of public comment, if that works for the committee members. All right.
Yeah,
so
I guess that's fine. Yeah, if he comes back, then maybe we can squeeze some time in to let him present what he was going to present.
Perfect. All right, so we will now start public comment. As mentioned, we've set aside 20 minutes to hear from members of the public. If you would like to provide comment, please type your name into the chat function. I will call on individuals in the order they appear in the chat window. Each individual will be given 2 minutes to comment, and I will close public comment 20 minutes from now, which is 10:32. Please be sure to provide your full name for the record.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I break in here really quickly?
Yes.
Who am I speaking with? There's so many of you public employees. I can't keep you guys straight.
This is Sarah Dickmeyer.
Okay, Sarah. Thank you. All right. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just a little slow this morning, but I wanted to. I think we talked earlier about me saying a few quick words before the public comment. Were we on that schedule still, or were you going to do that? And I'm just jumping the gun.
Oh, that works. If you'd like to start, we can pick up public comment when you finish.
This is going to take a couple minutes. Sure. I would just like to start by starting off with a quote that I read this morning that I thought really applies to the LEC, and it applies to why we're here and how we want to position ourselves within this group, within this new governing organization. And that quote says, and this is a quote by Malcolm X, it says, usually when people are sad, they don't do anything. They just cry over their condition. But when they get angry, that's when they can bring about change. And so I just wanted to comment on that, us LEC members and the block of the lived experience block, we've been in this group long enough to see that we want to work with you guys, and I know work with us, but there are a lot of issues that we have, and hopefully we can get some of those straightened out today in this meeting. But I decided this morning, that I was going to think like Malcolm X on this and think like other people in history, about other Black leaders in history, that the only way that they were able to affect change, meaning systemic change and social change, was to get angry at what's been going on. And I don't say that in a sense of being just an angry individual, but angry at the conditions that we experience as minorities and as Black people. I don't see any other way. I know one other quote that I've always remembered is that power is never given, it's taken. And I'm not here to take any power from anybody. We're here as the LEC to work with all you folks, right? And to do this thing together and to end homelessness and to make sure that we do it in a way that's equitable for all people, right? Including minorities and other disenfranchised groups. So I just wanted to get that out there and give you guys kind of a taste of where we are and what we want to accomplish today. So that's pretty much what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you. It is now 10:15, so we will observe that the Great Shakeout Earthquake Drill has officially started. In the interest of time, we will continue with our meeting business. So we will start public comment now. It is 10:15. We have 20 minutes for public comment, so we will wrap up public comment at 10:35. The first person signed up for public comment is Will Tosburn. Will, 1 second while I unmute you. Will, you should be good to go.
Hi, Implementation Board and Governing Committee. This is Will Tosburn. You all might know me from some of my work affiliations and organizing around various issues, but today I just want to speak as a resident of Seattle and King County. I really want to urge the folks in this room, this virtual room, to lean into the transformational opportunity you have now and presented in the theory of a change and that was supposed to be embedded in the theory of change to really change the way we as a community approach this issue and to not uphold and reify structures that benefit specifically white folks through funding that is supposed to be intended to go to everyone, structures that do not change the conditions that underlie homelessness, structures that keep systems of supremacy and oppression while treating this issue as an occurrence that is somehow separate from those underlying conditions. I urge you as a resident to take the transformational opportunity you have here and think completely differently. And, this has been a tough couple weeks to watch with the King County Health Through Housing Initiative and how I've sat on these meetings and seen how there's been calls specifically towards the LEC to be regional, to be unified and be regional and trust each other when they're just trying to push for folks to represent them and represent the implementation committee that believe that they have a seat at the table and they were told to be unified and regional. And then we see governments and groups across undercut and undermine what would have been a regional and unified approach. And we don't see any outreach to build that community and build that regional unified approach. But instead it comes back to the same systems of power, the same systems that have that have yet to really make any real change. And so it's a time for me as a resident where I have spent a lot of time believing that this could be a transformational force. And I really, really urge you all, now that you have the power, to commit to that and not shy away from it. And I send my love and appreciation to those on this committee and those in the community that are willing to work with that boldness. Thank you.
Thank you, Will. Next, we have Bill Curlin-Hackett. Bill, 1 second while I unmute you. Bill, you should be good to go. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Bill Curlin-Hackett, Interfaith Task Force on Homelessness. This year we're doing a project with the Urban League on reaching out to people in vehicles. We heard from Jason Johnson and Leo Fleur that all the funding that is applied this year will continue next year so that there's no loss in homeless services. The budget that came over from the mayor to the council, however, indicates that this program is going to be eliminated because it was never executed as a contract and it will not result in a current reduction of services. While the Urban League is under that contract right now, the contract is being performed. I'm having a lot of trouble reaching anyone on the Seattle City Council to confirm that that correction will be made before the budget's approved. Now, this is important to me because this is one of the few efforts that we've all programmed and gotten ahead of getting outreach to people in vehicles so that we can work together. And Urban League is certainly one of the equity funds that we're looking to keep sustained and funded. So I would like one of the council members and or the mayor's office to please be in touch and confirm that that will be corrected. The budget that is before the council right now is inaccurate. It's wrong. It's not a large amount of money, but it's a very progressive amount of money for getting work done. And we're partnering with St. Vincent de Paul with the outreach that's occurring through RV, rubbish collection and trash collection. And this can really spread through volunteer work. So I'm reaching out in a format I normally don't think would be appropriate for this ask, but this does affect all of you. At some point, this will be your job to make these decisions and refer this to the appropriate source. So please, in some way, indicate to the Urban League and to us that this contract is not unable to continue. Thanks.
Thank you, Bill. That is, there are no more folks signed up for public comment. So we'll wait 1 second to see if anyone else jumps in. All right, I believe that concludes public comment. We can keep the chat open for the next 10 minutes if anyone wants to contribute written comment. And we will now move into our facilitated dialogue about centering equity and the theory of change. Kirk, would you like to kick off this section of the agenda? Oh, Kirk, you're muted.
Sorry about that. I would like to begin by saying I am glad to be a part of this group. I'm glad to be a part of something that I think will help a lot of people. However, I think that this group in particular, should really pay attention to history. We should pay attention to what we've done before, what we've tried before. We should pay attention to who were the individuals that was in charge and was kind of steering the boat, so to speak, for the last 15 years of this state and this county and city trying to address the problem of homelessness. And I believe the theory of change was the answer to that consideration, to thinking about what we did wrong or what we did right. And I believe, and I don't really know much about the theory of change, but I know there are people in the LEC that do, and people in the LEC that actually were intimately involved in creating the theory of change. And I think that if we don't learn from our past, we're doomed to repeat it, period. I mean, that's just the way it is. There's no way around that concept. So in the spirit of those who, came before us, so to speak. I believe that we need to really pay very close attention to why we decided to create that new theory of change and what our intentions were in creating that theory of change, and to let that be a very, very close guide as far as how we move forward. Because all the issues that the LEC talk about, things like racial equity and things like these disproportionate impacts upon Black folks and brown folks. I mean, I read articles and I do research on stuff, and it seems to me that all I ever see is this thing will have a disparate impact on racial minorities. I read that so much, I'm sick of reading it. I hate to see those words because it seems like they're just casually spoken now. It's just a thing. That's just the way it is. Kind of the new and old normal, that it's not going to go away. The way our system is made is that it is going to produce a disparate impact negatively on Black and brown people and other marginalized folks. And that is unacceptable. I don't want to accept that statement anymore, because it's hurting me, it's hurting my body, and it's hurting other Black and brown bodies. I mean, that has an impact. When you say a disparate impact, what does that mean? In housing, it means something. In economics, it means something. I mean, all these things actually have an effect. They have an effect on people's bodies and lives and minds. And so, to me, I'm just really getting tired of reading that particular statement and just not, and no one seems to care. It's like, well, that's just how it is, right? And I don't think that that's right. And I don't want to accept that any longer. I want us to do something about it. And I think this group has an opportunity to do that. The only thing that we've got to do is change the system that we're working in. And I know for a lot of you, politicians and career folks who've been doing your job for 15, 20 years, what we're doing seems comfortable, and it seems like, okay, this is what we should be doing. We've got to get money for housing. We've got to get this. And I know that Jenny Durkin just worked on this whole project to where we're going to house 2,000 homeless folks. Well, last time I checked, there were like 14,000 homeless people in King County. So while that's a step, I don't believe it's enough. I don't believe, and how do you get to the next step, right? We can keep doing it like this and maybe trying to eat this big elephant, an inch at a time, while people who are suffering and out there in the street are dying, right? And maybe in 10 years we'll get to you, right? Since we're going to eat this big gigantic elephant one little thing at a time. I don't think that's acceptable at all. I think that we need to look at the system itself and really take a look at, okay, and not just for the sake of change, but look at it in the sense of people's lives, right? People who are out there waiting for us to do something significant, and we're not doing anything significant. And to me, the only way to get to that point, the only way to cross that line is to look at your entire system. Now, I know that's easy for someone to just say, right? Okay, let's just change the system. Let's just do it all differently, right? And we've got these cogs of democracy and these cogs of politics and these cogs of social services and DSHS and all these big, huge entities, that, I mean, I know it seems like a Herculean task, and it is a Herculean task, but we've got to start somewhere, because in 20 years from now, are we still going to be having these same meetings, you guys? In the next 20 years, are we going to come back to a meeting like this and say, well, we've got to do something different, but it's not a system change, but we're going to do something different. Maybe we'll get 3,000 more people housed while there's 20,000 still unhoused and homeless. So I think we have to look at what we are trying to do. What is it that we really, really want to do? And do we have the systems in place to do it? And if we don't, then that's what we should be working for in this governing body. We should be working on getting a system that can do a major, major overhaul of what's been done before. Because obviously we all know there are to a man on this group and a woman and person. We know that what we did before didn't work. Everyone knows that. Everybody knows that. So we created the theory of change, but in the opinion of the LEC, myself and the people who are behind me, we are not following the theory of change. period. We're just not doing it. Now, there may be an argument to that, and I'm open to hearing whatever anyone has to say about it. But as far as what I've seen on this group in these meetings and the way that things are progressing, we're not sticking to those principles. And so I just want to acknowledge that. I want to say it out loud so everyone can hear it, that we need to stick to that theory of change, because I think it's our only hope. So that's what I have to say. So at this point, I don't have a definite agenda here. This meeting, in my opinion, this meeting that we talked about, we had lots of long 3 and 4 hour meetings about what we're going to do with this meeting, how we're going to have an agenda. And the most important thing that we came up with is that we need to do something that's going to, number one, unify our block and our people, and also get the message out there that we are unified and we are angry and we are ready for a system change. That's what we're here for. That's what we came to do. Nothing more than that. Just a systems change, period. And that's what we're here for. And we're not going to settle for anything less. And that being said, I want to invite either Kimberly Richards or Dr. Perry to put this into context as far as how we move forward. How do we actually implement that theory of change in a way that we haven't done at this time? So if either of you are willing to discuss that and maybe put some context around it, I would appreciate it.
Dr. Kimberly? Okay, thank you.
Yes. First, I'd like to say good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
I guess everyone's on mute. I'm not used to this muted reality on Zoom. I'm from the South. That means I'm from a call and response culture. So to look at all these Hollywood squares and be able to be engaged with you as human beings is a challenge for me. Thank you, Angela, for putting your camera on. It's also difficult to be engaged with human beings and only see names and have folks off screen. So it is appreciated to see your faces, because I think what we're in the middle of doing is working to provide a quality of humanity and a quality of human services. It's going to require the very best of us. And so I just want to thank you, Kirk, for the land acknowledgement. I want to thank your efforts to have someone who hopefully will join us to do that in a traditional way of the Wamish people. And want to thank you for your quote, as well as for the opportunity to hear from the public, the people that we're all charged as public servants to serve. And I'm pleased to be joined by my colleague and brother, Brother Kente Perry, as well as those folks that I've met before. And Brother Kente, I invite you to make some opening comments as you will.
Thank you, Dr. Kimberly, for that. And again, good morning again to everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Perry.
Good morning. Good morning. As Dr. Kimberly Richards mentioned, I too am from the South, born and raised in Louisiana, in a very indigenous Black community. And for me, the call and response is probably one of the highest forms of respect and love that we share. And so this muted culture, Dr. Kimberly, is also something, even 15 years having lived now in Seattle in the Pacific Northwest, I have yet to fully internalize how to have a muted culture, a culture that seems to not want to fully engage with each other. And I think as we come here as part of the People's Institute for Survival and Beyond, we would say to you, if we struggle to be humane with each other as a body that is tasked with doing that Herculean effort, then how do we fully engage with the thousands of people in the community who are expecting more of us? And so what I would start by saying, and we can definitely build on this, Dr. Kimberly, is that The People's Institute for Survival and Beyond is a multiracial, multicultural, and a multi-generational collective and network of anti-racist community organizers. We are part of an ancient and indigenous movement of everyday people who are seeking to make deep change and transformations in their communities, in their families, in the places we work and the places we play. And we understand, as the People's Institute for Survival and Beyond, that in this country we call the United States of America, to make that level of change and to really have a society, a community, an institution where everyone can thrive, we must be invested in undoing racism. And it's because of that commitment that we have had for 40 some years as an institute that we come to this space with you today, not just as the governance committee, the implementation board, but more importantly, we as the People's Institute, we show up in this space because there are thousands of folks in the wider Seattle, King County community that some 27 years ago made it possible for us to be here. We as the People's Institute for Survival and Beyond were invited some 27 years ago because there are folks who were working in community, not on task force, not in institutions, but in communities, working to undo racism and really create that thriving community for everyone. And for us, we as the People's Institute firmly believe that regardless of what title you hold, how you enter community says a lot about your intentions. And so our being here comes also at another invitation. And we thank all of you, and especially the Lived Experience Coalition, for inviting us to be a part of this. Not because there is a paid job here, because there's no money. And we're not looking for any. Because again, our presence here is because we have a duty. We have an obligation to be accountable, not to this body, but to all of the folks, especially people who are living at 3rd and Yesler, under the bridge, and any other place that they call home for now. We have an obligation to be here in relationship, but more importantly, to be accountable to that community. And that is how we were invited to come here, because we understand that part of the work you seek to do, call it a theory of change or whatever, is to really create an environment in King County where everyone can thrive. And we understand as the People's Institute that one of the key barriers to that kind of community is racism, And in that, we would express that racism shows up with the lack of humanity that we will say again is very evident when we have a muted culture, that lack of humanity that we have for each other. And so if it is okay, I saw a message, Dr. Kimberly, as well, that our elder, Mr. Glenn Pinkham, I believe, is still present. And I know Sarah is operating, Dr. Kimberly, the message board. If that elder is present, we would like to honor, because he too was invited with the sole intention of helping us look at how we become more humane as we seek to do our human services. So is Mr. Glenn still present? And then maybe Dr. Kim, we can circle back around and speak a little bit more
Excellent.
About the principles that ground us. So I did see in the chat that he's present. Is that true?
Glenn, are you present? He's here, but
Can you
seems
hear
present.
me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm an enrolled member of the Acknowledgement, which is in Central Washington. And I'd like to sing you a traditional song. And let me address you this way. Just to let you know, my technology for my computer, for some reason, doesn't bring up my face. I'm not afraid to show my face, you know. But I just want to let you know I don't know why it's not working. I do a lot of Zoom meetings with a lot of clients. Just food for thought here. I work with a lot of veterans, and our veterans, you know, they came home from Iraq and Afghanistan, and a veteran may have had his leg blown off, and what he was given a new leg, and they gave him physical therapy to learn how to walk, and then they gave him spiritual therapy, mental therapy to learn how to deal with the pain of losing his leg. But the thing that he wasn't given spiritual therapy to deal with his spirit. And that's why more veterans who came back from Afghanistan and Iraq died over here than died over there. And when it comes to what we call unsheltered relatives, are people, we address them as, because that changes the point of view of who you're addressing. We address, because that word homelessness, when I talk to other people in general, that has a dehumanizing word. And so we use the word unsheltered relatives. We all have people, a lot of us have people who live on the streets for all kinds of reasons. And they're dealing with a lot of pain, a lot of healing. And they're dealing with, like the veterans who come home from war, we need to reach out with them spiritually. We need to touch them because we all have we have one thing in common. We all have a sacred spirit. We have a kindness that we could share with our words. We have an encouragement that we can give from our heart, whether it's giving them water, whether it's helping them find housing. And the thing about finding housing is that we want them to know that their home right here in their heart is the most important home that's going to heal from coming off the streets, coming into a new home, a physical home. And the way to deal with that, the way to bring them into their new residence, is through a creator of their choosing. And that's what we do with veterans. When veterans come home from war, they are bringing that war back with them, that sound of war. And it studs their growth, and they don't know how to grow anymore. And a lot of them didn't get help, and they went home. We say they go home to the Creator. And the people on the streets are dealing with a war. They are dealing with a war. They see a lot of pain out there that is not just thrown at them with words. They are thrown at them with looks. People look down on them just by looking at them. And when you hear the word homelessness, people already have something in their mind of what a homeless person looks like. And so it dehumanizes them. So that's why we use the word unsheltered relative. Because if you use the word relative, then all of a sudden it's a personal thing. It's personal, person to person. That's my brother, that's my sister, that's my auntie. That's my family. And the meaning of this song, what it means is we're all connected to with a family. You were born with a family. The most sacred thing that happened to you, the very first thing that happened to you before you were born, is that your mother or your dad gave you a name. And through life, the people that we're trying to help, our unsheltered relatives, don't know how to remember the sacredity of their name. When they call them by their name, John Jr. or the third, a grandma and a mom and a dad say, that's our child. That's ours. It's sacred. So they forgot that their name is sacred. They forgot that they are sacred as a person. And that's what the song talks about. And what the sound of the bell means is everything within the sound of a bell becomes sacred. I'll put it in an analogy for you. Everything on your left shoulder, that's that little devil guy, and the other guy is the angel. When this bell starts to ring, the devil guy has to leave, and everything from the sound of the bell becomes sacred. So that's what this song means. Okay. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 way, way. Hey, hey, hi, 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 hi. In our way, when we finish singing a song, when we talk, we raise our right hand and we say, I. And what that means one mind, one body, one spirit, one creator. And I'm being respectful to you when I say creator and your own way of what the creator means to you. So I don't push my views on you. I'd rather find the similarities of how you worship a creator. And those what you're doing when you guys come together and you put this this meeting on through Zoom, you're using the best of the worlds of technology to help other people who need to find a home in their heart. They need to find the creator in their heart. And you guys are doing this. So I have a lot of respect for what you're doing, this kind of work that you do, this kind of work of respecting our sheltered relatives. This, you all have somebody in your life, your parents, your grandparents, your people taught you to have compassion for other people. And I'm very respectful for what you're doing on behalf of our sheltered relatives. Thank you for letting me share. And I'm sorry about the technology, not being able to have you guys see my face. It doesn't seem to want to work with me today. I'm kind of slow in my old age, you know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you.
No, thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that. My objective in inviting Glenn to this meeting was to insert a cultural element into this group because I believe that the task that we have ahead of us is not just about policy and process and getting people in seats to do certain tasks. I think we have to put people over process and people over policy. And I know that policies are for the people, but if the policies don't help everyone and they don't improve everyone's lives, then the policy is no good, right? I have to be honest with you guys. I've been very uncomfortable at night for months now, thinking about what it's going to take for me personally to transform myself into someone different than what I am. And what I mean by that is I live by homeless people. I live 2 blocks away from 2 homeless encampments, and I drive by those folks on my way to the store, and I drive by those folks on the way to the bank, and I just see them, you know, and I never stop. I never stop and talk to them. And that's, to me, that's unacceptable, because if I'm going to be representing those folks and they don't even know who I am, there's something wrong with that. And I don't know who they are, because it's about those people. It's not about me. It's not about how well I do in this meeting or how articulate I am. conveying a concept to you guys or conveying what I feel about what's going on. It's not about me, and it's not about any of you. You guys are here for them. I mean, I think that's what we're doing, right? We're trying to get this group together and build up this and create this organization, stand this organization up for homeless people, the ones who can't do it themselves because they've either opted out of the system themselves because they don't have no hope in the system, or they don't have the skill set to support themselves and to gain the kind of stability that we have and that most other folks have. So I just, I know that I couldn't, to be honest with you, I could not relate to what I just heard. I couldn't. It was something that I don't really frequent those spiritual spaces in my life. I don't. But I know that I'm going to have to at least acknowledge that there's more involved here than just me and my brain and how I think about things and what policy that we put forth and how we do those things. There's got to be more to this than that because the problem is too big. It's too big for us to do this just by good policy. I think we have to see the people and work with our heart as well as with our minds. There's a lot of educated folks, a lot of successful folks in this group. And that part is taken care of, right? But what about the spiritual part of this? What about the part that says, okay, I'm going to go out and personally see who these people are, to see who I'm working for, to see who I represent, to see what their life is like, so that I can be motivated to do a better job and to do systems change and to actually do something that will make a difference for as many of them as we can, not just 2,000, but how about all of them? I mean, it's not against the law, or it's not like impossible to dream big like that. And I think that we've just simply been just doing our job and trying to create policy and trying to cross the T's and dot the I's when we know it's not going to be enough. We know that. We know it's not going to be enough. We know
I hear you, Brother Kirk.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm probably going on. So thanks for cutting me off, Jonathan. But I'm going to go ahead and hand it to you and let you say what you need to say. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, let's hand it back to. Thank you, Brother Glenn, again, and thank you, Kirk, for your powerful words. I'm going to hand it back over to Brother Perry and Sister Kimberly, grand elders in the house. And I heard your call and response, so I'm responding with my face on video. Mind the COVID stuff going on right now. So, hello.
Well, healing energy to you, Brother Jonathan. I hope that your body heals as you recover from whatever the corona is doing to your body temple.
Oh, no, I'm just talking about how my beard is out of shape. I'm making a joke, man.
Good shave, John.
Juanita, thank you for bringing Elder Glenn on. I know that in an effort to bring culture and humor to the work, bringing spirit is important. So thank you for that prayer, Glenn. Thank you for the way it just kind of grounded me. I have read and seen the theory of change and learned a little bit. As Brother Kente said, the People's Institute has been invited to be here today. If someone, any of you could just, as you understand it, share with us what this partnership between the Lived Experience Coalition, the governing body, the implementation board of the King County Homeless Authority? What is your overall purpose and intention as an authority? And anyone could, not the script, but the heart of your purpose. What is the heart of your purpose?
I can speak for me. And when I think of the theory of change and who I represent, I think of Catherine, who's a disabled vet, in her van because she's a full-time student and doesn't qualify for housing subsidies. She's disabled. She's in a wheelchair. So because she chooses to try to get a better education, She's had to live in a van for several years. We have failed her as a city and her being a vet and fighting for our country. For Eve, who's a mom right now during COVID, who has a Section 8 voucher, who can't even get case management because she's so tired of organizations saying she has to go here and go there. And for Abraham, who's not a resident, but he has a work permit, but because of going from shelter to shelter, his documents have been stolen. And you have to make an appointment, to get IDs and all of these things, and he can't get help. Nobody wants to help him, and people just get tired and sick of that. And as a theory of change, we are supposed to center their voices and what they are dealing with. And we're not. We're saying, well, because you want to go to school, you can't get those subsidies, or you can't get this, even though you fought for us. We were safe in our beds, sleeping at night, while you were out there fighting. But because now you want to come back and try to acclimate back into society, and you're in a wheelchair, we don't think you deserve housing. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Centering those, not just in shelter, but on the streets too. Those that have given up in the system because they've had to run around, or we've looked at them wrong because they don't know how to deal with the trauma and the experiences that they've had throughout their lives, and somebody hasn't worried about them. We're saying we do. Then why, just even during COVID, I am seeing people and I'm talking to these people that are still experiencing this and have been experiencing it for years on our streets. But we've been at these tables, and I'm only just getting here. And we're saying we help. When I think of the theory of change, I think of helping those and really listening to them, not just saying, I hear you, thank you. But there are loopholes that you have fallen through, and I'm not even going to try to fight for you. That's what I am doing right now. It's fighting for their voice because nobody else is hearing that. That's what I'm doing.
Thank you, Zanetta. Others, what is your understanding of the purpose of the theory of change and this authority that you all serve on?
This is Harold. I'm on the implementation board and Lived Experience Coalition, and formerly homeless for about 10, 12 years. I'm going to go off what Kurt said a little bit ago, how he passes by homeless people. The same things vomited out of my mouth and out of my mind because I did not want to put up with them. My house, my backyard, please don't have them there. And then God has this weird way of just slapping in the face, putting you in that situation. And I thank God that he did, because I went through transformation like you would not believe. I'm sorry, I'm down at a tiny house village right now, where, speaking of which, we should have robust services here. Not part-time, but full-time. Counselors and caseworkers to get people to housing. Over the last 3 years in this Georgetown village, 15 people have went into housing. Pathetic. But still, we hire that agency who schedules things but never shows up. Will send us pizza. Will do things by proxy. And that's not good enough. It needs heart. I appreciate, what the mayor's doing with housing and the executive's doing with buying the hotels. That's great. At the beginning of this, we put a lot of money from the CARES Act into people, but not people of color, because those people were dying 2 times, 3 times at the rate of white people. Am I being racist? I'm just being factual. But all of power is, as you can see throughout this great city that we live in, is what? Don't take anybody unqualified. I'm not saying that. But promote people who need to be there, who actually come from the community, who speak to the community, and they're homeless or they're somewhere else from homeless. We don't need uppity Black people there. Like I can say Clarence Thomas right now and mean it. We don't need him there. We need people who are real. Black people who have been on the street, been poor, have beans and rice in their pantry, like I grew up with, whether they need it or not, because they understand poverty. So Nita speaks from the heart, you know, by any means necessary. I'm gonna go with Malcolm X. By any means necessary. He wrote that to his daughter by getting just an A in school. Any means necessary. And that's what our government has to do, start breaking down these barriers. I have some friends that I'm going to be talking against right now because I don't believe anybody who worked at City of Seattle and HSI or All Home should come over to the new authority. They're guilty by association if they're not guilty by factual, actually not doing enough work. How can you do work on the 56th floor? You do that by proxy because you only look at people down there who are suffering. And then you run to your car, you run to this place or run to that place. No, you have private parking so you don't have to see those homeless people. Let's get real. If you're not on the street every day, seeing those people in wheelchairs sleeping in the doorway, and we call us a great city, we have 2 billionaires. Number 1 and number 3 richest men in the world. And we let people sleep in the doorway. How humane is that? If I was a politician, I wouldn't know what to do because I have so many things coming at me from so many different constituents. But I have to tell my constituents is this. Are you really going to be saying that? Is that stuff going to vomit out of your mouth like it did from Harold? You need to go through transformation? Maybe you do. Take some businesses away from people because some of them are corrupt, some of them are out there spraying water hoses on people so when it's cold outside, they don't sleep in their doorway. Police should be doing something about that. Our government should be doing something about that. I have 56 people here who would public comment and tell you they've been housed as cattle. Get them some housing. Make this agency do something that they have not done before. Work hard for the money that we're giving them. You know, because it's my money too. I pay taxes. My taxes are not going to the right thing right now. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Harold. One last person, because I believe that people that spoke are all from the Lived Experience Coalition. And I'm quite honest. Oh yes, Andrew Lewis, are you with the Lived Experience Coalition?
No, Kimberly, thank you. I'm on the Seattle City Council, but I wanted to jump in too if there's an opportunity.
Please do. I would say this is your opportunity, Andrew, because one of the things that you're being able to speak now says for me, well, first let me say that I think it's great that lived experience is being recognized. Yet the reality is that if we're all living, we all have a lived experience. We have the lived experience of something that we do, be it an elected official, be it a resident or a taxpayer. And so hearing from the lived experience of all living people is important. So I appreciate that someone who is an elected official is able to speak about their lived experience as well, and why this authority is what you really seek to do. So please, Andrew.
Thank you so much, Kimberly, and I'll be brief, and I can't match the power of the direct experience from the previous speakers, and I really appreciate being able to be in this space where we can have that shared vulnerability and share these things that animate our sincere commitment together here to make progress on extreme poverty and extreme inequality that has been the definition of why that there is such a chronic issue of homelessness in Seattle, especially over the last decade, and part of why I ran for city council last year. And in terms of going back to your original question, Kimberly, on the purpose of this body and the purpose of our work, is just, I think to break down the barriers and tackle what has in some cases been silos, bureaucratic indifference, a collective inability for us to be able to rise, to go that extra mile, to make systems work and to center the experiences of people and how we are defining and working with these systems of how we provide services as a government. And doing that with the input, the perspective, and centering the lived experience of the people who interact with these systems, instead of centering the experiences of people who want to use these systems as potentially a method of control of people who they don't meet or know or have daily experiences with, or just to eliminate the visibility of the problem rather than the foundation and the crux of why these unequal systems exist in the first place. And I can give an example, honestly, of what I observed yesterday of a great program that is really seeking to break some of this down. And I did a ride along with the Health One team in the city of Seattle, which is an integrated unit of firefighters and service workers. And we went out and responded to low acuity public health related calls to people who are experiencing homelessness. And I got the rundown of how the approach of Health One has been different than what has been happening in the past. That in the past, a first responder might show up, might help someone who's fallen down get up off the ground, dust them off and maybe give them a service referral, but not transport them to that service, not work with that person on, are you engaged with services? Who are your caseworkers? What can we do to help you? How is the system failing you? And how can we be an advocate to help you to navigate through these problems of constantly being told, we can't help, that's not how this works, you need to fill out this form. And explaining to me that, as recently, in the pre-Health One world, there was no one that was providing that extra layer of service of saying, we're gonna stick with you right here and help you to navigate through all of these hurdles that the system has thrown in front of you. I mean, if you want us to do that, and if there's a way we can assist. And we're gonna do that with patience, we're gonna do that with respect, and we're gonna do that with the dignity that all of us are entitled to as people. And it was just really great to see that in person. It's a small program, it's still in the pilot stage, but to see that there are new approaches and new things that we can do. The system doesn't have to be the way that it has been set up historically and the way that it has been stood up even here in Seattle and King County. It can change. There are different ways to do this. There are ways to center the experiences and the needs of our neighbors and to realign our bureaucracy and our way of doing business to confront those challenges. And that's what I'm hoping that we can do here, is get all the principals in one room to finally just make this work for the people that it needs to work for. And I'm hoping to do that by prioritizing listening and by contributing as I can. But it's really, that's really what I hope we can do. And I look forward to continuing that work with everybody here. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. I got a message from Sarah that Gordon had his hand up. Is that right, Sarah?
Yes, that's correct. And one other announcement, Governing Committee member Ed Prince is now present. So Gordon, go right ahead.
Welcome,
Thanks.
Ed.
Thank you, Kimberly, and all the folks who are with us today. I was listening at the beginning when Kurt was talking about the importance of the theory of change and challenging all of us to live into the principles, the values, and perhaps even the written word of the theory of change. And at some point, it may not be today, but at some point I would appreciate some additional perspective from Kurt and the members of the Lived Experience Coalition as to how they see this gap, that we're not where we need to be in terms of the theory of change, in terms of values, principles, behaviors, action. I just want to make sure I'm understanding the perception, the concern, and then any recommendations, for no better term, of how we better align to the theory of change, especially since we're so early in our process, in our collective process. We need to get centered and get right. So that's just to ask for me anyway, clarification, additional information, whenever that time is right. It may not be now, but whenever that time is right. Thank you.
Thank you, Gordon. That, I guess, is really a good segue into, as I understand it, we, as Dr. Brother Kente Perry has said, we've been invited to your meeting. This is your meeting. And an invitation has been extended to us to attend because, as had been said in some different ways, people, again, there's the Lived Experience Coalition, but we all have lived experience with either working in government or living in Seattle or being a leader. And so one of the things that racism does is it dehumanizes all of us, bar none, because we have all been racialized. And so some people may say, what do you mean we have all been racialized? You know, when those of you who are, I see on the screen, who we have come to call white, when your ancestors were brought to this country, they weren't called white people. Your ancestors were who? Not a rhetorical question. I guess you can take yourselves off mute. But what were your people called before they were called white?
Simply people.
That's right, Nancy, people. And then if they had an identifier, that identifier would not be white, but it would be what?
I'm mixed, but was it Anglo-Saxon? I'm just wondering.
One would be Anglo-Saxon. What would another be?
My family were called immigrants.
And if there was another level, Adrian, of specificity, they would be called what?
Irish.
Irish. Thank you. What else? In addition to Irish and immigrant, what would our people be called? People that we've come to call white. What would you be called?
European.
And even a greater level of specificity would be what?
Northern European.
Northern European. An even greater level of specificity would be what, Joe?
Northwestern European.
Poland. Poland? Okay.
Oh, I'm not on mute.
So see, the racialization process has us disconnected from place. Place humanizes us. Place brings culture. That my people weren't Black. We weren't called Black people when we were brought to this country against our will. We were Fulani. We were Igbo. We were Hausa. We got lumped into being called Black. We call people Hispanic. I often say, who's panic? That is a lumping term. We call people Asian. And as I learn more and more about Asian history, they may not want to be lumped together. So this is what we refer to as the racialization process. It is a dehumanizing process. So we look like human beings, but we've been so dehumanized. So as I understand the invitation that came, that there is a lived experience that everyone has who's on this screen, whether we see your face or not. There's a lived experience, but only the lived experience of people who have been homeless, and not the lived experience of what it means to have been a bureaucrat, or what it means to have worked for homeless services for 10 years, and maybe only a fraction of a percent of homelessness have changed. That's a lived experience. How do we talk about the lived experience of being an elected official and being committed to change and getting in this game because you believe in change, but the change that you see may go in the opposite direction, that homelessness is not decreasing, but it is increasing. Is that a lived experience? Or is it just people who have, those are some of the questions that when we were made contact to say that if we're going to move forward in this authority, that we want to have the authority to really be able to talk about issues of race and racism. So I don't know if it was made clear to everyone here that the desire to have an analysis and a framework and a structure to talk about issues of racialization and how it shows up within this authority, and to talk about issues of racism and how it shows up in every system and institution. Is that what people understood our purpose for being here with you today was? Not a rhetorical question.
Well, I can say that's what was in my mind. You know, I know from my history.
And let's hear, Kirk, and I want to ask you that we hear from others, because you're the one that called. So a lot of what has been said, I'm assuming, but I want to hear other voices at this point. But thank you for your willingness to jump in. But this is you all are all an authority where you may represent the living experience coalition, but collectively you all are authority. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And if we really want to create an environment where all voices are heard, this is an opportunity for some people that we've not heard from yet to check in and to speak, because part of what you all want is equity. Is that right? Housing equity. Then before we can get the housing equity, we have to get this voice and contribution equity. So let's hear from some folks that we haven't heard from yet, please, Kirk, around what they understood our presence today is all about.
Well, just to keep things going, it's John Shelmanack, and I will.
Hi, John.
Hi, how are you? And
Well, thanks. And yourself?
I'm very good. I want to really thank you for your comments here over just the last 5 minutes and speaking about racialization. It's not a way that I thought about it, but it is it's very important. In terms of what I expected a training session on racial disparity. I think we've gotten to that now, which is really good. We've also been able to sample some cultural experiences as well, which I think is very, very important. So this is a little bit different than what I expected in terms of the format. But I will say what you were just talking about, Kimberly, really struck home with me. So I appreciate that.
Thank you, John. Anyone else want to add to what John has said? Someone we haven't heard from. What did you understand our invitation to join you at your regular meeting was about today? We'd just like to hear from maybe 2 other people that we haven't heard from yet. Yes, Helen Howell.
Good afternoon, Dr. Kimberly. I too was under the impression we were first told it was some sort of training, jointly the implementation board and the governing board, and then we received a document that kind of described the process that has been done to date with the theory of change. So then I wasn't as clear. Was this a further discussion of the theory of change? Was it going to be a conversation about racial equity, or or maybe centering the voice of those with lived experience? I wasn't really clear on what to expect, because I felt like we got different messages, and just ended up 2 meetings in 1 week instead of 1. So I wasn't really too clear on what to expect.
Thank you very much for your honesty, Helen. Thank you. One last person. What did you understand the invitation of the People's Institute to join you today to be all about? What did you understand that to be?
This is Paula. I'm on the implementation board. And I think I'm with John and Helen. I think I expected a training, but I've gone through the People's Institute before as well. And I think for me, I am thinking that it's really about like foundation setting, so that we're talking about the same words and have the same understanding, and then just trying to figure out like where we go from here and how we work together, both as individual boards, but also together, and how we don't rebuild a system that already is not working, or it's working the way that it was intended to, but it's really disempowering to our BIPOC communities. And so I'm really hoping that like we can all get on the same page and have common language.
Thank you very much, Paula. You actually gave me a perfect segue into my next question, and that is, so based on what I've heard, that folks have come, one, with an expectation of a training, and two, with then additional information that is to be foundational setting, be it in connection with the theory of change or the use of language. What Paula said that is a perfect segue is, as Dr. Kente said earlier, that the People's Institute has had a presence in the Northwest for over 25 years. And so a number of people in your region have attended our Undoing, as it's called in Seattle, Undoing Institutional Racism Workshop. I'd like to get, by a show of hands, in addition to Paula, who else has attended the Undoing Racism Workshop? And you can just lift your hands and I'll toggle with the screen. So I see Gordon's hand, I see Dow's hand, Harold, Kirk, I see Michael's hand, I see Zanetta's hand. I'm going to the screen, I see Joe's hand. So I don't know, Dr. Kente, that was maybe a little less than a dozen people.
Yeah,
so
that's what I saw, Dr. Kimberly, as well.
Okay, great, thank you. And I don't know, there may be a couple who are on the phone whose screens we don't see who may have attended. So one of the things that we'll say is that to unravel, to unpack, to undo the way we've all been racialized and we've all been socialized is, one, not for the faint of heart, and two, can't be done in 2 hours. So we were very clear in coming in that to do an Undoing Racism workshop is not what we could even agree to do. It would be disrespectful to you to walk you through what took 400, 500 years to codify and build. It would be disrespectful for you to force feed or ram something down your throats without really understanding what has been done. And it would be disrespectful to our process. So what is it, less than an hour? I guess 40 minutes that we have left. What we can do is in some ways do what we've already begun. And that is to share with you what it means to create a space, to create a container that we can begin unpacking and exploring, one, what the racialization process has done to our humanity, two, how it then translates into systems and institutions, and three, what we can do to begin even thinking about building an anti-racist environment. Because most institutions, and again, I commend you for having people who have lived with the experience of homelessness a part of your board. I think the question becomes then, once they serve on a board or authority, what is the expectation for them to act like Robert's rule, whoever Robert is, I don't know his last name, so I don't really use him very often. Robert who? And why I got to follow his rules. And what do his rules do to maintain a relationship to power and change outcomes? Or what do Robert's rules do to maintain a certain arrangement? And so what we really seek to do is to lay out what our anti-racist organizing principles are. The reason that we call them anti-racist organizing principles is because part of what I heard said when the question was asked, what is the purpose, or what do you all want to change? I heard, and I took a few notes, I heard that you want to break down barriers. And if I say anything that is a misspeak, please, I'm willing to be wrong. That you wanted to break down barriers, that you wanted to look at systems and identify whether or not systems are being used as methods of control or methods to change outcomes for people, was something I heard. I heard that you want to realign the way that business is done. I heard that you want to be an advocate. I heard that you want to break barriers, and there was more. Another thing I heard is wanting to understand why it is that inequities exist anyway. Have I said anything that is off the rail from what was said earlier by the folks when the question was asked, not from the paper, but from your heart, why do you exist? Are there any inaccuracies in the way I heard what was said? Because I could have heard it differently than what it was said. So can I get some thumbs up or get some energy? Because again, I'm call and response. I need to feel y'all. I don't feel you. I need to feel human beings providing human services. So that was on the mark. Thank you. Thank you for that energy. Thank you. So if that's on the mark, then as an anti-racist organizer, what I hear is that you see yourselves as organizers. If that's who you say you are, that you say you want to align way of doing business, that you want to understand why inequity exists, that you want to look at whether or not you are using systems as a method of control or systems to really help people. That says in my ears that you are stepping up to the plate to be a change agent, to be an organizer, and to do that with a set of principles. Now, if I'm off the mark, it's okay to say. And so if you see yourselves as an organizer, and if you came with the expectation of a training to understand race and racism, then what we can do in the time that we have left is share with you what guides our work as anti-racist organizers and open the floor up for any questions that you may have. And in closing, I would just say before we review what those principles are, is that we would be honored to have 2 days with you online, virtually, if you came with an expectation of a workshop. Organizationally, we have made the pivot. As those of you, Joe and others that have attended the workshop, you know that it's a 2-hour, basically 8:30 to 5, 9 to 4:30, somewhere within that range of a 7.5 hour day. What we have, thank you, Gordon, for letting us know you're stepping away for a few minutes. Thank you for that. On this virtual platform, we have begun doing it for over a 3-day period because it's long, it's hard to be on this virtual platform for 7 hours. Inhuman. We do it for about 6 hours with breaks. And so we're happy to do that, but we don't want to misrepresent ourselves or your commitment to change, to think that we could do what has taken 500 years to construct in 2 hours. But again, what we can do is share with you what guides our work, what we have found to be effective, and what we are already in partnership with many individuals and organizations in your region. And I'm happy to Hope you fixed it too, Jenny. Thank you for your efforts to repair it, and glad to see you back on screen. Yeah, you'll learn from me that I don't live in the chat, I live in the talk. So if you put anything in the chat you don't want folk to hear about, you better not let me be on the screen, because I'm gonna say it. Because we have to find our voice in this work. We have to find our voice in standing up for justice. We have to find our voice in being able to look at how we have all been dehumanized, bar none, and that we all have a lived experience. I would love to, and I want to thank you, Mayor Jenny Durkin, for being on this call. I'd love to hear the lived experience of what it means to be a woman in leadership under attack. That's a lived experience. That's a lived experience that shapes the way programs are implemented and developed or not. So we all have a lived experience, and how we can share that lived experience and what it means to be a politician, what it means to be a bureaucrat, what it means to be a provider of service, what it means to be engaged in this effort to end homelessness, yet we live in cities all across this country where it's increasing. That's a lived experience as well. We've got to humanize all of what we do, bring humanity to all of it. So that is one of our organizing principles, that we develop relationships, and that we develop relationships that as leaders, there's a role for us to always be under development. I don't know what it is about leadership in the West where we think that once you've arrived, it's just no more growth. But I find that many leaders will get to a place in a leadership role. Okay, I'm the leader, I'm done, one and done, next. Let me develop some. Yes, we can develop others, but there's also room for us to continue to grow as leaders. Would you agree? Because I see all of you as leaders on this screen, leaders and organizers. And so how we can develop leadership, and how we can develop leadership that is accountable leadership, that those two are principles of how we see anti-racist organizing occur. And with that, Brother Kente, I'll turn it over to you to go in whatever way you see fit around laying out some of the other anti-racist organizing principles that guides our work.
Yes, indeed, Dr. Kimberly, and I really appreciate taking that time to make sure the purpose for why we are gathered here was discussed. That's very important as we do this work, that we as organizers, and we would say as anti-racist organizers, we really need to make sure we are working, one, as a collective, not as individuals. And if we are going to be a collective, we have to make sure that we are all working from the same strategy, the same playbook, the same understanding. And so it was very important that we got clear why we are gathered, because we can already tell there was some disorganizing just in how we came here. And that is not about individuals. That's part of the arrangement that we all find ourselves in, which is why, as Dr. Kimberly is saying on behalf of the People's Institute for Survival and Beyond, we know the default is, one, for us to work as individuals, and two, for us to be disorganized and not in a strategy. And because of those two key defaults, Joe and others, we have to have what we call principles. Because we would say, and our co-founder, if he was here, Brother Ronald Chisholm, our principles are what keep us anchored when the waters get really choppy. And when you're trying to undo racism, you're in some choppy waters. Choppy waters. So we have to have principles, because that's what keeps us anchored and accountable. In fact, I heard Dr. Kimberly say one time, when people ask for transparency, that is good to ask for transparency, but we want to ask for people to be accountable, because it's not always the case we can see everything just from looking at this Zoom screen. Clearly, we can't see everything that's happening. But if we have agreed, Mr. Gordon McHenry, to be in a principled relationship, then I'm trusting we are all going to be accountable. And that's what those principles speak to. Our principles also are important because they give us our direction and clarity. So when Dr. Kimberly mentioned two of those key principles, that we as anti-racist organizers, and we would say to all of you who are part of the authority and even the community that is listening and viewing in, we must constantly be developing leadership, however leadership shows up. But in developing leadership, we are not developing individuals, solo actors, or celebrities. We're developing leadership that has an accountable relationship to its base, its constituency, which calls into question our gatekeeping. We would say to you as the People's Institute for Survival and Beyond, as much as this screen has a number of great anti-racist organizers and leaders, this is also a meeting of a number of gatekeepers. We are all gatekeepers. And going back to what Dr. Kimberly took us through, the fact that the information, Ms. Helen Howe, that some of us had was not consistent, meant that there were people controlling the flow of information, controlling the flow of resources, and dare we say controlling the flow of people, given the way this Zoom is managed by Sarah, who gets to speak and who doesn't. We have been gatekeeping. And we would say to you, gatekeeping is not, Mr. Harold Oldham, the problem. We are all set up to be gatekeepers, Adrian. The question is, are you accountable in your gatekeeping? To whom are you going to be accountable? How do you know you're being accountable in your gatekeeping? And ultimately, in your gatekeeping, are you working towards liberation? Because if all we're doing in our gatekeeping is keeping Mr. Robert employed, then we have a problem. So we want to make sure that in this conversation we're having, we are very clear that if we are going to work to undo racism, we have to be very clear about how we are gatekeepers, all of us, with our living experiences, gatekeeping, which calls us then to develop a net that works. We have to have a network to do this kind of organizing that Dr. Kimberly said is not for the faint at heart. It is not for the faint at heart. It is also not for any career development or promotion. We, again, as the People's Institute, we show up here, not because it's a job, not because we are consultants. We are showing up here because we see you as part of a larger network of anti-racist organizers who in our 40-some years, we have developed in every state in this country, every city, every town, every hamlet, and parts around the world. And so we hope that in this network with powerful leaders, organizers, and gatekeepers, you will continue to link your work to folks trying to undo racism and address the experiences of our unsheltered relatives, as our elder has told us, unsheltered relatives that's happening all around the world. Because that's what it takes to undo racism. It will not be undone, Mr. Joe, just in King County. You have to look at it from a much broader network. So we have to develop that network. And this is, again, why we come here, Councilwoman Lorena. We are seeing you as part of a network. And if this network is to work, we all have to be strong in it. There cannot be any weak links and any ragged and frayed edges. Because if this is truly a net that works, then no one will fall through. No one is going to fall through. But one thing that we know our network has to always manage, Dr. Kimberly, is internalized racial oppression. One thing that makes, and I heard Dr. Kimberly say this, and we offer this to you, Nancy Bacchus, there's a difference between a network and an entanglement. There is a difference between a network, Seema, and an entanglement. We, as the People's Institute, are trusting that we are coming into a network. We do not seek Mr. Michael Ramos to be entangled, because when you are entangled, nothing gets done. Nothing will get done. So we know that in order for us not to be in an entanglement, which has a lot of confusion, chaos, conflict, unnecessary conflict, disorganization, we have to look at how our internalized racial oppression is playing out in this network. And we would say to you, and this is where the benefit of an extended workshop comes in, we would say to each of you that in order for us to understand internalized racial oppression, it is not just about how we as racialized people who fall in the category, Paula, of BIPOC, which for a long time, I didn't know what BIPOC was and who and all of that. So I'm assuming it is Black, Indigenous, and people of color. We often look at how we have internalized messages about ourselves as racialized people of color and Black folks. But this is not a solo dance. As Dr. Kimberly has illustrated when asking those of you who came to be white, who were your people before? Somewhere down the line, you've internalized some messages too that have dehumanized you in very damaging ways. And as a result, has created in white folks a false sense of superiority that is always playing out, even in your silence and muted culture. And so this dance is involving, one, people who have internalized a sense of being inferior, which often looks like a victimhood analogy, and those who come with an internalized sense of superiority, which often looks like a savior complex, paternalism, charity. And in this network, if those are not addressed, we become entangled. In fact, you can become codependent. You become codependent. One dependent on being saved and the other dependent on being the savior. Dr. Kim, I would love for you to add more of our principles that keep us clear and anchored as anti-racist organizers.
Thank you, Dr. Kente. One of them I think I spoke to earlier, and that was, the recognition that every system and institution, again, I commend you as a group of people in the Northwest and King County for building a table that allows the voices of all of humanity to be at the table. Many city and county entities are not doing that. So we want to lift up the important work and the good work you're doing. And we recognize that work is happening on a table that sits on a floor. And that floor is one that produces outcomes in every state, county, and city in this country where the outcomes can be predicted by race. Is that true in Seattle? That no matter what the measure of quality of life, you all are dealing specifically with homelessness, but there also is employment, there is education, there are health outcomes. Is it true that in Seattle, every indicator of quality of life, you can predict the outcome based on someone's race? Is that true? I see a couple of heads shaking. That if that is true, what that means is that we in this country live in a race-based society. The late Dr. Francis Cress Welsing says, and someone alluded to it, that institutions by design are producing the outcome that they were created to produce. Because every institution in this country was produced at a time where the Duwamish of the land, where I'm currently sitting actually in my childhood bedroom in Western Pennsylvania, where I'm on the land of the Iroquois, I'm on the land of the Shenango. I'm sitting in the Shenango Valley of Western PA, Mercer County. And where the peoples who were indigenous to the land that we are, they were not, this country was built at a time where their humanity was not counted at all. Where it took 5 Black people to equal 3 human beings. So we were seen as less than human. So when people say white superiority, that ideology is built into the construct of this country. And so it is a principle that says we live in a race-based society. And it's not a matter of us arguing about that, but better understanding it. It's not a matter of just better understanding it, but better understanding how it has shaped our humanity, no matter what race we show up in. So that's one of our anti-racist organizing principles. Another is how we learn from history that many previous speakers have talked about. There's been a history of providing ineffective services to our relatives without shelter. What have we learned from that history? What has the city of Seattle learned from the history of securing thousands, possibly millions of dollars to reduce, to eradicate homelessness? Have we learned from the history of those dollars in the past? Have we slowed down enough? Because many of our efforts to provide service, and you tell me if I'm wrong, yours, hopefully yours is different, but many that I've been engaged in have been on a real fast track, because we either have to get it done within a budgetary fiscal year or an election year or framework, but hopefully this one is different, that the fast track that those that I've been a part of before, I'm assuming this one is not one. Because when we're on a fast track, it's difficult to take the time to learn from history.
Powerful, thank you. You know, Dr. Kimberly, I have a question for you, because as you were going through all this wonderful information and everything like that, I was actually, the reason why I wasn't showing myself, because I was dealing with some emails concerning some actual institutional racism that's going on, that I feel is going on in as we set up this authority. And so with only 15 minutes left, I wanted to kind of bring this to your attention. And I also wanted to say that, like, I apologize to anyone on the call that was on this meeting that did not have clarity about what this training was going to entail, because we as a Lived Experience Coalition, we took it on ownership to bring this to you guys, and we're a collective, we're a team, and we're part of a network. And so trying to get that information to you guys was challenging for a variety of reasons, and trying to communicate. With that said, the example I want to just ask you about and throw out is right now we are working on, excuse me, my laptop. Right now we are working on trying to get a CEO for the regional authority. And in this, we are working on a subcommittee. I'm working on a subcommittee called the CEO Search Committee. And I'm working with individuals and folks that are trying to draft the profile for the CEO. And in it, I keep going back and forth with, you know, folks centered around like services for people. And it kind of chimes into what you said about like what type of services have we provided so far that would actually do this, that actually would end and help people actually thrive and get homed in Seattle and King County and beyond. And one of the things in this document that I think I'm struggling to get, you know, my folks in this committee to understand is that they are trying to put it in to where the CEO doesn't have any jurisdiction whether or not to create permanent supportive housing, right? And here's the thing, like, while I understand, and I said this in our meeting, while I understand that there are some jurisdictions that do not want that, I understand that there are many jurisdictions who do. And most importantly, like right now, with the housing crisis with COVID, what people need the most, especially Black folk and people of color, what they need the most is that, right? And I also said, and I used, you know, in the ILA clearly states under Section 5 that the authority would have the power to buy property and lease land, and also to do whatever community services it needed to do. And so I'm perplexed right now live as I'm like, that's why I keep looking back down at my phone trying to shoot this email. I'm perplexed at the institutional racism, because as I'm a part of this, I'm fighting to prevent this system and this authority from becoming the same entity or the same old system that has always been. And so, like, I see this clearly as an example of institutional racism by trying to codify it at the very beginning, that the person that is tasked to lead this organization, this authority, does not have any, I want to say, any input of whether or not folks would actually have permanent supportive housing. I think that that's racist, because who's out on the street? Yeah. Who are they going to deprive of that opportunity, especially when the ILA clearly say that they actually have the power to implement that if they so choose to. Now, I understand that there might be some jurisdictions that don't, but I'm at a loss for words as why they don't, and I want to actually get deeper into where they could be coming from and why they would fear the fact of homeless people actually having permanent housing in their communities.
Brother
So I
Jonathan?
just wanted to throw that at you. Because I'm doing this email, but I want you to know I'm listening to you. I'm trying to fight white supremacy right now and racism right now.
Got you. So, and Brother Jonathan and Dr. Kim, before you resume, I think what you are bringing to the community, right, not just this body, is also other principles that we in the People's Institute for Survival and Beyond have come to see as vital to being effective anti-racist organizers. You mentioned a few things. Let us start with the saying, how you define a problem or situation will often determine how you address it. How you define a problem or situation will often determine how you address it. I think it's very important, Brother Jonathan and others, as you think about yourself as part of an authority, a regional authority to address homelessness, to ask a question that was actually presented to us by another key pillar in the People's Institute family, and that is the Black Prisoners Caucus, the BPC for short. Started here in Washington State, in our state prisons, in fact, at Monroe, by organizers who happened to be Black men in 1972. Because they understood the power of their collective. And to fast forward some years, it would be at one of their second chapters of the Black Prisoners Caucus at Clallam Bay, when some key dignitaries working on homelessness at various levels in the county of King County in Seattle went to sit with these subject matter experts in a circle for a meeting to discuss some earlier drafts of what I have come now, thanks for learning from history, Dr. Kim, to be the foundation to this body, some earlier drafts. And Brother Jonathan, the brothers asked, after studying and reading all the documents, a question. What is the root cause of homelessness? Everyone in that room who was invited was on somebody's payroll, they were somebody's director or somebody's expert. Not one could offer an answer. What we would say to you, Brother Jonathan and others, since we're hearing that this is now a hiring process for a CEO, the question that we would want to know is, in the hiring process, will we get clear about how people see homelessness or unsheltered relatives? Are people clear about what are the root causes? Because if not, if we just assume people know what the root causes are, then what their definition is of the situation may not allow for us, even 10 years from now, to change the reality. So we would say to you, Brother Jonathan, that when you do this work, what is your analysis? Is it an individual, broken people, or is it systemic? And that should be built into your process of how you ask people who are going to be on an authority. What is your analysis? We would be curious as the People's Institute, for those of you on this Zoom right now who are on the authority, were you asked that question before you took your seat at the table? Often what we find is that institutions, and I work at Seattle University, we give people credentials and jobs to work in communities that are poor all around this county. And never once do we have to get an account for how people see the people that they are supposedly working for. We don't even ask if you're even qualified. At best, you might say, I care about our unsheltered relatives. We would say in the People's Institute, we care also for people who are sick. But in this country, we have no right to start operating on their bodies because we care for them. So if there is not an analysis of power, but more importantly, an accountable process where community is making the determination about who is in their community to provide them services, then we need to be very clear. We may have a definition that will really not get to the root of the problem. So I think this is a very important moment that you're in, Brother Jonathan and others, to look at your processes. Because to Dr. Kim's point, Racism shows up in the smallest of things, the smallest of things. And your processes often will determine your outcomes. Dr. Kimberly.
Thank you, Dr. Kente. I think we have reviewed all of the principles. The last thing I'll say before entertaining any questions that someone says is that most systems and institutions will be engaged in transactional work. And that is work that stays at 2 levels. There are 5 levels of every institution. And so that first level is the level of staff, personnel. And it took an act of Congress for Black people and other people of color to be paid for our labor. Prior to that act of Congress, our labor was forced and it was free. That's our nation's history. And so many organizations will then put people of color in very visible positions where the outside world can see, yes, we have some. Or they will develop advisory boards that are people who are living with whatever the topic is. And they'll give those advisory boards some visibility. They'll give them a seat at the table. They'll even give grants and resources. The next level of an institution is policy, program, and procedure. So institutions will develop a great flagship program. They'll develop a great policy. In the child welfare system, it was called kinship care. For some organizations, it may be developing an advisory board or a coalition that has a special interest. And that will be what the institution shows the outside world that it is doing for change. Staying at those 2 levels of change is what we call transactional or reform. The basic structure that produces the outcomes do not change at all. For that to happen, and this is the hope of the Lived Experience Coalition, is that it changes the nature of your relationship to the constituency. That is like the fulcrum, if you will, of where we begin taking steps for transformation. So the hope is that the Living Experience Coalition is at the table. But while at that table, racism is still happening and is not talked about, if while at that table, there's an expectation that they should act like the table and not transform the table or turn the table upside down. Because, at most tables, when we bring constituency, we only want constituency who's going to act a certain way. Because the constituency can get wild. But we don't want the wild ones. We want the ones that know Robert, whether they know his last name or not, and can follow the parliamentary procedure and call for the question at the right time. But if we really change our relationship to the constituency, the people in whose name we get the resources on their behalf, which means that the relationship that the constituency of the Living Experience Coalition, I heard several say, I live close to encampments, but I'm not engaged with them, yet I represent them. So then the authority has to ask, what kind of gatekeepers are you creating? Are you creating people who speak on behalf of community, but they're not engaged with that community? Are we depending on people who represent a certain population and they may have been that population 10 years ago and they're working hard not to be that population now? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. What is the true nature of our relationship with the constituency that we are by design created to serve? The 4th level of any system or institution is, what is your organizational culture? Do you have and have you really explored other cultural ways of being based on the values, the logic model the ways of knowing? Or are we just operating from a white dominant culture? Those are the questions we have to ask. It is not enough to just say, I know I have white privilege. But how does Western dominant culture permeate even all Latinx organizations, even all Asian organizations? Where does dominant culture show up? And how are we really valuing diversity? So what is the organization structure and the culture? Are we structuring this new position for the CEO? Is that being structured in a way to reflect dominant culture? Or is it being structured in a way that accountability? Because the community is watching you. The community is watching this authority, how you operate, who you're engaged with and who you're not engaged with, and how you engage with the people that you are engaged with. So what is your willingness to really live out a level of accountability that you have never participated in or seen before? Otherwise, we're just recreating, we're just doing reform work. The nature of power doesn't change, just maybe some of the players do. And the last level is your vision and mission. Do you have a vision that you can believe that you can become anti-racist? Some people use that language but don't believe it. They use it because it sounds good, because of the current environment we're in, the social political environment we're in. But we have a lot of organizations just adopting anti-racist language without going through the work that it takes to become that. And so, again, the top two levels are where transaction happens. We count how many people that we're working with lived experience. We count how large the grant is that we give them access to. We count how many of them have jobs, while the people on the street, their numbers continue to grow. That's not transformation, that's just reform and window dressing. So again, we just gave you a bit of an overview of what guides our work as organizers. We gave you a bit of an overview of, in a full workshop, we would look at first how we've been conditioned, how we've been socialized, all of us, bar none. How many of us as people of color are used to protect an arrangement of power. The system depends on us to maintain an arrangement of power and not challenge it. It depends on us to remain silent or distant from those who are where we were. Our full workshop would really have us analyze systems and not just individual behaviors. So with that, with that, it's 3 o'clock where I'm at, noon where you are. I don't know how much your culture is rigid with time and, we got to start signing off at 3 o'clock. But I turn it over, Kirk, our invitation came from you and Jonathan. So I turn it over to you. I'm willing to answer any questions. I've got more time, but I do want to be respectful of whatever commitment of time people who are on the screen gave, and ask Brother Kente if you have any closing comments.
Well, I would just say again, as Dr. Kimberly has said, we do take this invitation seriously. And we also take this invitation not from the governance committee, but as a continuation of that 25+ year relationship that we have with the constituency base of community members here in the Pacific Northwest that made it possible for us to be here as the People's Institute for Survival and Beyond, and to grow our network. And so we are not coming because this was an event for us. It is, again, not a paid gig. We came because this for us is a continuation of movement building, movement and base building work that we trust you see value in the partnership with us beyond this 2-hour engagement. So we thank you for the invitation, and we trust that the relationship will not be short-lived. Thank you.
Sure, I'll just break it here and just say thank you to Dr. Kimberly Richards and Dr. Perry and Glenn Pinkham. Thank you for the song, and and the words that you spoke as well. I'm not going to go on long. I know we've all got to get out of here. We usually end these things up when we're supposed to, so that's a good thing for me. I've got a lot of work to do today. I appreciate everybody being here, and I hope that this time that we spent together will produce something. I don't want to go into any great detail, but I appreciate everyone for being here, and I am glad to be on this governing body, and hopefully we can do some good work in the future.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Kirk. I guess I'll just add on to, I just want to say thank the wonderful elders for joining us today and accepting our invite. And, when we talked last around, trying to, and I really appreciate the fact that you guys came out and did this 100% for free, even though we had some money set aside, because we know that people of color, they do a lot of work, but they don't get paid for it, right? And so it's very important to ensure that our folks are, compensated for their time and their efforts and everything that they're doing, especially some people that have worked so long and hard as you guys. And I just want to remember and center the fact that the Lived Experience Coalition, for everyone here, and I know you kept, Elder Kimberly, you kept kind of butchering, so I just want to make sure that everyone knows how to pronounce our name, that we are grounded in our community. We have over 200 plus members that are currently experiencing homelessness that we check in with, that we go out and we bring food and blankets to, because it's something about going out and and not just saying hello to people, but when I go out and I say hello, but I know that you're hungry, that I at least come with some bread so I can break with you, right? And our goal here with this and interacting with this institution is, to radically reimagine it, to transform it, to fight institutional racism, and to make sure that we're not setting up the same system as before. And so I just want to thank you all, and let's keep moving forward, because what I'm trying to do is make sure that every person in King County has a place to live and thrive. And also, if they are going through trying economic times, that we can build infrastructure for them to have jobs and be employed as well, to maintain their housing, because we're thinking about long term. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you all. And I'll just say that I actually was having fun with your name, recognizing that it's called lived experience, but you all are also living. And everyone on this screen has a living experience around what it means to do this work. And so it was my way to honor both what you are doing, your present, and your past. So I am clear that you all are the Lived Experience Coalition, but you were just able to share what you are living with right now in addressing racism through an email while you're on this call. You are living an to be on these Zoom calls and these meetings, and we stand ready to do the full workshop with you. For us, it was important to just share a flavor, and we want to make sure that as we leave, this is not or was not the Undoing Racism workshop. This was a way for us to connect and to begin developing a relationship that builds on, as Dr. Kente said, the history of peoples and relationships that we have with other folks in the Northwest. So you all know how to get in touch with us if you all are willing to spend more time having the full workshop. So again, thank you all for your time and your contributions, your commitment.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
We have one more remark from Harold. Apologies, understanding that some folks will have to drop off, but Harold, go right ahead.
Harold, you're on mute.
There we go. Sorry. So I think they've all dropped off. But so the Lived Experience does have a meeting that I like to invite people to. We're a private meeting, and hopefully people could speak more freely with Dr. Kimberly and Dr. Perry, because it is good for us to hear all voices to step in. And I know we have elected officials, and it is hard sometimes to speak up. But your voice is valuable to us, so we really know where you're coming from. So we don't stand up institutions that are not going to work. It's hard. And the work, I remember, Kurt, we were at that outreach, and you said that work was hard. It was so hard to be out there facing people who have nothing except the land they're sleeping on and the tent they're in. They feel that emotion and that draining. It's hard. And we can't bring it to the table unless we're out there doing that. And I don't know where about a gatekeeping that is, because I know I pick and choose sometimes where I go, just because I don't want that emotional stress, because it's draining. But I invite everybody to come with us to an outreach one day. We have meetings on Tuesday and Fridays. I know Mr. Henry's coming to one, and we invite everybody. So that's my last statement.
Thank you, Harold.
Thank you, Harold.
Thank you.
All right, I guess that's it. And is there anything else from anyone else? Any other closing statements? I kind of don't want to even ask that question.
I just want to thank everyone for this time together.
Right. Thanks,
Reed. Yeah, thank you for organizing this, Harold, and other member, Kurt, lived experience. It's a good start. More to come, I hope.
I hope so too.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right, you guys.
Thank you,
Take care.
Thank you again.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.